It's crazy. Okay, I'm live. Hello, everybody. Oh my god. It's been a long day. You can tell. It's gross. It looks so nasty. Okay. Hey, everyone. Hello. Sorry for the lag, but I'm excited. I've got some exciting news for today. But per usual, just double check sound, pop out the chat. Let me know if this is working. Oh, yes, perfect. All right, let me pop the chat out. Let me know when you guys are tuned in. Say hi, just so I know everything is working. I think today's gonna be I know today's gonna be a really fun Heather's Happy Hour, episode 22. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. 22, it's nuts. But I'm excited because I am in a new office. Hello, Francisco. Hello, Bill. Hi, awesome. Okay, you guys are here. Great. Sid, hi. Cool. We're just gonna jump into it then. Why isn't this updating with the numbers? Okay. Oh, cool. It's working. All right, we're good. So let's just jump right into it. This is cool. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Okay, cool. Okay. So first of all, guys, I'm here broadcasting from Wework, my office, which you guys know that. I did a vlog on Wework, I think sometime back in January. And today I'm excited to say that I got an office. So I had a hot desk membership, which is basically like out in the communal area. You can set up shop, but it technically closes at 6 p.m. So you have to leave, and you're not allowed to like leave your stuff. There's no like private office space or any kind of like locker or cubby or anything, which is fine for me because I put everything in my backpack and I just go home. But I'm excited because now I got an office where I should leave stuff and like have a space to call my own. So I'm going to give you a little tour, and then also today's guest is going to be my office mate, Eli, who's right there. Yeah, but I told her she can continue doing work until after I show you guys the office, but really it's kind of just this. So here it is. Let me make sure I can see. Okay, so check this out. Oh, hold on. Let me stand up so that I can show you what it looks like. It's all pretty. Okay, so here we go. Here it is. Hi. No, you're good. You're good. Hi. Hi. Okay, so I got a corner office. There's one hallway. There's the other. That's Tyler's office. So yeah, my desk is this one. This is weird because I'm holding my laptop. But yeah, I got my stuff. 1984 by George Orwell, one of my faves. Got my microphone, camera gear, vlog gear over there. Yeah. So I'm excited. Don't have the boosted board today because I had to drive. If you saw my other live stream that I did this morning, I had to go check up on my car. She's doing great. I should get her back this weekend. And but that's why I drove, so I don't have my boosted board with me. But anyway, with that said, Eli, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Ready to join us?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Awesome, cool. Sorry. So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna use a microphone. I didn't plug it in initially because I wanted to show you the office, but I'm gonna try this. Let me know if this works. Hello? Is it still working? Does it sound better? Let me know if it sounds better. Hello? Does it sound better? Say yes or no. Hello, let me trust that. Hello? Hello, does it sound better? Oh, it doesn't. Hold on. I didn't switch it. That's right. Hold on. Okay. Hello? Oh, that's better, right? There we go. Hello? Yeah, that's better, right? Okay. Here we go. Eli, come on in.
All right.
God, this lighting. All right. So, I'm so excited to have Eli here. You guys, this is Eli. She is an awesome Wework member, one of the OG originals. So we've known each other since December.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, because Wework, this location particularly just opened up, I think like first or second week of December. Eli was one of the first people to sign up. I probably signed up the second week. And so we've known each other for a while. Well, in terms of Wework side.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does Eli do? She does UX, UI, graphic design, logo stuff, web development. What else do you do?
I do
WordPress development. She's also my therapist and now my Officemate, which I'm super excited about. But last night, how do I say this? Oh, I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, okay. So last night.
All right.
If you're a member on my Patreon, you'll know this. Okay, I did a patron only hangout yesterday, where I basically just was super overwhelmed, and I've just had a lot of anxiety, and it's just been building up, and I could feel it, but I didn't really know like what the source was because there just wasn't anything, and I just kind of attested it to like there's been a lot of opportunities coming my way, and what is it called? Like, I think when that happens, I get really, if I'm feeling like not stressed, I get really excited. But when I feel anxious, I just get like super stressed and I just want to like crawl away and I'm not productive and I don't know how to like solve that problem. So if you watch the patron only hangout, it was just basically me about to cry. Carissa tuned in. Thank you, Carissa. But she tried to make me feel better, but it just was like I was defeated, basically. Mostly because VidCon, if you guys are familiar, VidCon is a huge YouTuber convention coming up June 21st. And so that kind of just put a timeline on everything that I'm doing. Like all of a sudden it was just like, oh my gosh, I don't even have 2 months until this convention. So yesterday I was just like, okay, I think I'm just going to go home and cry. And then I'm going to just lock myself up in my apartment, don't come to WeWork anymore, and just like try to crunch out as much work as possible, like zero social interaction, just like stay in my bedroom until I can completely clear my to-do list until June 21st. And as I was walking out of the office, I passed by this corner to say bye to Eli, and Eli was like, "You look defeated, let's talk." It literally was just intervention, and now I'm floating on cloud 9. And you know, I think I've said this in previous vlogs. It's like I talk to a lot of people, friends, family, colleagues, and I have like all of these like pieces of thought in my head, but Eli just like, I don't know, helped me to put it all together and also gave me kind of an action plan where today I just feel like fantastic. It's just such a great day. Like I'm so happy right now. Awesome. So that's why I wanted to like have her, like actually after she did it, I was like, I should have just live streamed this because I feel like a lot of you guys would have found it helpful. So we're going to try to just like recreate the situation that I was in and then exactly like how Eli was able to help me kind of walk through that. So I don't know where my chats went. Awesome. Yes, that worked. Great. Okay. So just make sure that you're near it. What do you think, Eli?
I don't know. Like, where do we start?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So let me try to explain like what I was like worried about or like what my goals were. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the Patreon only hangout, sorry, I cover myself because I just look at it.
Yeah, I know. That's like really bothering.
Yeah. So I had 5 goals for the month of May that I established with Carissa. Okay. So 1, I wanted a website up for my personal brand, which basically showcased like case studies of what I think personally are my best vlogs and would also highlight like, this is how many subscribers I have. This is how many channel views I have. Here are some like comments that I've received. Here's like an idea of the engagement of my channel. Then I wanted to kick up my Patreon from like up to like $500 a month. Because I felt like that would establish my credibility at VidCon. So I wanted to come up with this whole marketing plan, like who I was going to send out emails to, do phone calls, like the whole thing, okay? Then I was going to finally create my video course on like 0 to Video Hero. So how to use video to market your brand. Since people ask me like, how do you vlog? How do you do video marketing? How do you do this? How do you do that? So I was like, okay, I got to get that up so I can have passive income in the background. In the meantime, I still have to vlog every other day at least because, obviously I'm a YouTuber, so I got to crunch out content. And then also content on every other platform. So Instagram, Facebook page, LinkedIn, etc. And then clients on top of that. So basically May was just going to be like, I'm going to lock myself in the dungeon that is my apartment, and I will see you guys in June. And I just, like I was telling Eli yesterday, it was just a dark cloud of like, I don't even know what to do right now. And then what happened?
Well, I first noticed that you were really anxious. I mean, you were actually saying you were anxious.
Yeah.
So that was already
I'm sure
established.
You could see it.
Yeah, but yeah, that dark circle and all that.
The aura.
Yeah, the aura. The negative aura. Yeah. I think first thing that we actually discussed was the perfection. Like that you want to make everything perfect. And you made this guideline based on how you could be perfect for this con. But when you think about it, perfection, it's imperfect. I mean, the perfection, there is no perfection. Therefore, you can't really follow through.
Right. Yeah.
So what we decided to do was just go through the list again and then just add more details on it. So with the same information, we're going to sort it out. We're going to ask why. We're going to ask, is there any other ways to go around about this? We're going to just trim the edges and then make it more minimalistic. That's
right. Because in my head, it's like these 5 things are all, it's like they're all full-time jobs on their own. Like they would all require 40 hours a week. And it's like, I was just trying to make it happen in a month, and and Sid knows this, like I've struggled with the whole idea of like me not being good enough, or this idea of perfection that no one else is judging me on except myself, and I know that, but it's like, I don't know, every now and then I need to be reminded. So what Eli did, and when she says that she tried to make it more detailed, because what happens is that it's so overwhelmingly, like, give the example of like the whole book thing. The kid.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody was reading a book called Creative Confidence. It's one of the books that I actually love, and I read it over and over again. And one other thing is, there was a story that was shared inside the book, and it's about siblings. It was a brother and a sister, and brother had an assignment to research about birds, and he didn't do it, and it was the last minute, and he had to do the whole research in a few days. So when he got all his materials, the books and then picture books and whatnot, he just sat there and like he started to cry because there was so much stuff. It was overwhelming. Well, his father walked in when those two were just sitting around and one of them was crying. He said, well, what's the problem? And, the boy said, I'm overwhelmed. Like, I don't know where to start. Yeah. And he said, well, do it bird by bird. And that stuck with them so much that every time they actually have a blockage when they have to work on something, those are the words that they actually repeated to each other, bird by bird.
Yeah.
So one
and they
at
always,
a time.
Yeah, exactly. And they always go back to that moment of like, if you're so overwhelmed, take it one at a time, bird by bird. It could apply to anything really creative, honestly, that you just have to figure out what the birds are. So that's what we did yesterday, is like, I have this huge research project. What is it like? What are the actionable steps that make it so I can come here and not be stressed, right? So what was the first thing that we did?
So I asked you, what was the first thing that you have to work on? What was the number 1 on the list?
Number 1 on the list was the website.
Okay, and the website is created with design, and somebody has to write the code, and there should be a content.
Yes.
So I asked you, so who's doing the website coding? And you already had a person.
Yeah, I have 2 people.
Yeah, and then you actually had a designer to do the UX and UI. So only thing that you had to really worry about was the content.
Yeah.
Now, relating to the content, let's think about what you really need.
Right.
Let's not try to be perfect and put everything into it. Let's really talk about what you really have to show for.
Yes, and I was telling Eli that I want this website in time for VidCon, because when I pass out my flyer, my business card, whatever it may be, I want there to be a link so people could to go to my webpage in addition to my YouTube channel and stuff like that. So knowing that, I wanted to have a bio, and then also case studies of the vlogs that I'm most proud of. And that's it. It's like 2 pages. And like, you know, it's like, it's so it's like stupidly simple, but you don't understand. Like I seriously was going home yesterday thinking that this was a huge, like 2-week long website build. And then she was like, you only need this and this and this. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was it. And then you just had to focus on which one was the best one to present. So let's say you have like 100 projects. Let's really focus on what's going to be the best representative of what you do. Right. And we ended up finding.
Yeah. So who I'm trying to target is brands that might want to work with me. And so I tried to pick 3 different videos that showcase different like brands from different industries. So Wework is one of them. And then Postmates is a sharing economy app. And then the Stacy Sugaring, the Brazilian wax video, if you guys haven't seen that yet. But that one I'm really proud of because it's like a small business. And so that's it. Like basically I just have to create the content, and most of it's created because the hardest part was the vlog, which is done. So I just have to do a write-up, which I love writing, so that's easy. So boom, right there. I took this huge like crazy cloud and made it into like, all I have to do is, what was it? 1 paragraph bio.
Mm-hmm. And then don't write too much case study, because that's just going to make people bored.
Exactly.
Just give them the information they really need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was about to basically write term papers for each case study. I didn't even think like how many case studies. I will show you, okay? In my notebook, it says every business I have worked with, I needed to make a case study on it. 9. She's like, you don't need 9. Why do you need 9? No one's going to even read all 9. And she's right. Because if they want to read like more, they'll go to the YouTube channel, you know? So, okay, that's that. Let me just check it. Best way to eat an elephant is 1 bite at a time.
That's an awesome way to say the same thing.
Let's see. Where am I? Oh, yeah. So the second thing was Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved your point about this. I loved her point about this. So, to me, I don't know why, but I just picked 500 because I felt like that was a more realistically achievable in a month and a half goal to establish more credibility. But
why? That was the biggest question. Like, why? Why Patreon? What does that say?
Right.
We really have to go in and see, like, so what is this con about? And,
right.
You know, what kind of people are going to be there? And she was just like, well, I need some sort of way to establish myself and give myself more credibility. Okay, so who are other people who does the same thing that you do, same topic, same field, same user base, and have more credibility? Like, who are your competition?
Right. And so here's the thing. Like, when it comes to me being a YouTuber, a vlogger, I've always she knew this like right off the bat. It's like, I don't know. I've just struggled with owning it. And so the reason why I was dreading VidCon is because here at Wework, every day I come here, I am known as the YouTuber. Everyone knows that Heather does YouTube vlogs. She's a vlogger. She carries the camera. Like, people know that, and there's no one else here doing that. But VidCon, like, that just intimidated the heck out of me, because it's like, now I'm going to be at a convention with thousands of other people doing exactly what I'm doing. Way more subscribers, way more channel views, way more vlogs, just on a completely different level. And I was just like, it's just like a big pool of anxiety that I'm going to be swimming in for 3 days, basically. But
when I asked you who are the actual competitor
that are competing with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are they? And then we just could not nail anyone down.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, give the bread face.
Okay, so I was actually asking you, like, so what are the competitors? And so we're not really actually going after, or comparing Heather to a person. There's this really great lady I heard of, and saw one video of this lady buys bread and then she literally puts it on her face, like she like breads her face on.
She like rubs her face
yes,
on the bread.
It's a phenomenal video, and a lot of people actually watched it. But
Millions
like, are you?
of views.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not saying that's less than what Heather's doing or more than Heather's doing. What I'm saying is that the targeted market?
Right. Is that my competition?
Yeah, is that really the competition?
Am I in the same like category? Like, yes, she's a YouTuber, but like my content is totally different. My story is totally different. My style is totally different. Like everything about it is just different. So it's like we're not in the same league. And Eli and I also talk about this a lot. It's like because it's this new media, there is no industry standard for anything. And so what I'm doing is just the industry standard is just like anyone who's a YouTuber. But really what I need to think about is like the silent, I don't know, what did you call them? Like the genres, I guess, within?
Yeah, well, the thing is you have to really focus on which funnel you're going to go into, like which path you're going to create. I think new media is really great because this is not something that's already established and you're building on top of. It's not about gathering 10 or 20,000 more followers for it. It's how you represent the information you want to represent.
Yes.
Now, there's so many different ways of doing it, like the bread girl or bread face girl. That's one way, but what have you been focusing on till now?
Entrepreneurship.
Yes, there you go. So that already gives like a totally different perspective. Even if she actually does go there, she's going to be the person who's listening, whereas everybody else wants to show the world who they are.
Yes.
So even if they are actually going to the con to learn and show off who they are, Heather is also working at the time, not showing herself around, but also listening to people.
Yes.
And finding the next entrepreneur.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I just thought that the focus has to be different. So I asked her to create a goal list of what to do when you're at the con.
Yes, exactly. So for some reason, I just did not even think about it that way at all. I don't know why. I think I just was caught up in my own anxiety, but she's right. Like I interview entrepreneurs and I see everyone as a creator. They have a potential to create. So why is it any different at VidCon? Like everyone who's a creator there is an entrepreneur. They don't realize it, but that's what I do, is I bring that out of the people that I interview. So I want to explain to them, it's like, how did you know that you wanted to get into this? Like, how did you have a passion for putting bread on your face? Or like, when was the first time that you did that? And just like ask them questions.
And it would be really awesome. And she says like, I'm going to open a bake shop or a bakery.
Yeah.
And that's why I was
it's
doing
related.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the story that you want to actually get out of people. And then you're going to have all these people congregated in one area, and you're just walking in, and then you just have to listen and just choose and pick and create your own path.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, when we talked about this, something I've been dreading for months since I bought the tickets just became something I actually looked forward to. And I'm just so excited. I just had a phone meeting with Daniel, my intern. I'm buying him a ticket. He's coming with me. Like we're gonna do this together, and I'm just like really excited about it. So thank you, Eli. But okay, hold on. First of all, Hendy's, niches, Ishi Cantonese, ni hao.
Oh man, sorry, dude. Korean.
Oh yeah, Korean. I don't know what any of that says.
Well, I have no idea, but I'm married to Chinese.
Oh,
American.
there you go.
Yeah, Chinese. Well, Chinese, Vietnamese, American. Whoa.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Okay, so then the next thing was, that's pretty much it. Oh no, the video course. So Teachable.
Yeah.
The course I wanted to create, the online course.
I thought that was a really great idea.
Yeah.
But the way you were actually describing it was that you had to put out the whole
entire
course up front. And then, I actually did, I was actually involved in a project where we were creating videos. And then one of the things that I noticed was that immediate feedback is one of the key factors in creating a course set that actually helps people. So to do that, you have to create a few entry courses before even trying to find, information about what to do afterwards. You really need to actually gear towards like a user base and what kind of users are actually watching your video.
Right.
Yeah, and based on that, you can actually provide additional information top of whatever you plan.
Right.
So I think that was like the key factor where you could actually do few courses at a time instead of creating the whole thing at once.
Exactly. So again, taking this like huge, freaking insanely huge project and being like, yo, dude, you only need to create the 2 intro courses. And Eli also had a really good idea where, for I guess like the introduction or like the preview, I guess, of my full course is to do a crash course.
Yeah.
Could you explain that? Like,
because a lot of people, well, these days when people actually, most of the people are...
They do research on something.
Yeah, they already did the research. They want to do it. But they don't really want to take like hours and hours of courses just to put one video out. So what's the best way for somebody to get excited about something and then try to do that right away? Like, so if there's a course, that's a crash course that you can do it in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you can just watch and then promote yourself by actually submitting your video and then attaching it to even Heather. Right. and showing off whatever you created in per day. That would be actually a pretty awesome thing to do. Exactly. And then you can have your students start right away. And then they don't have to wait for 6, 9, 12 months.
To finish the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really think that was ridiculous. I mean, if you actually... Just go to community college if you want to do that. That's just not worth the time. I mean, that's a really good way to learn in depth. But, you know, there's a lot of experience that's related to blogging and social media, and I personally think that Clash course could really help some people to get interested in it and see if they even want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before like registering for a couple $100 class, take the free crash course. Yeah, and you can make a video after doing the crash course, and then if you do like it, then you will register, and those are the people that I want to register. Yeah. Because they already know that they're interested in it. They've taken the crash course.
And they're committed.
Yeah, they're committed. So that's the difference, because if you don't have the crash course, then you have people who like sign up for it, they don't finish it, then they want a refund, and it's just like all bad, which I don't even want to do. I don't want to go over there. So yeah, anyway, that's so then like, again, now I don't have to create the full course. Let's focus on the crash course, get people to take my crash course, get people to sign up for my mailing list. And so when I'm ready to launch the full course or whatever, I have a base that's like ready to go.
There you go.
Okay? I don't know if this seems simple to you guys, but you don't understand like how just like reinvigorated I feel. It's just night and day. Like I've had a couple people be like, whoa, your aura. And I'm like, I know. I feel great. What's up? Oh, and this is my friend Chad. Say hi. Just to give you guys, kind of the variety of the people that are at Wework. Okay, so this is Jasmine. Sorry, there's a lag on here. But Jasmine, tell them what you do. Yeah. Why you come to the mic?
Come to the mic.
Yeah.
Hey guys. So I do branding, marketing, and business development. I don't know why I'm whispering.
Yeah, so definitely go check out a Wework, because it's just great to have. Actually, me and Eli were talking about this. Is that like to get other people's different perspectives, especially from different industries? It's like they help you to see things in a way that you just won't, because your brain is wired the same way. Especially if you're talking about your thing that you've been staring at all day, every day. You just need someone from the outside to tell you the bigger picture, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's definitely a really good environment to actually grow your ideas, as well as find some people to actually collaborate with for your future. I mean, it's for growth, and you can actually feel it depending on which member you meet. I mean, you can actually start your own thing.
Yes. Yeah. So both Jasmine and Eli are going to be, well, Eli's obviously on a live stream right now. Jasmine and I are going to do live stream at some point. Both of them are going to be in vlogs. Stay tuned. So, did you need something?
I'm locked out of my office.
What? Oh, shut up.
Do you have a key still?
No. But find, what's her name?
I know, I'm going to find.
Yeah, she's here.
So, I found out that they lock it.
Oh, no, you can. Yeah, oh my god.
I'll find her. I just thought I would.
Because I got locked out.
Oh my god, that's what happened. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, sorry. VidCon, Sid is Anaheim Convention Center.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big
one.
Big one.
Big one. Actually, the reason why I found out about it was because Casey Neistat said that he was going to be at VidCon last year. And then I found out about it the same week it was happening. And I was going to Anaheim to go visit a friend. So it was like I was in the same like zip code as Casey and dying. So when they like sent tickets out, I was like, I'm going. I don't even know what it is, but I'm going. Anyway, so speaking of, because the next thing I have is this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, to wrap that story up, I'm super excited because I am now here. Part of my like being reinvigorated is I got very little sleep last night because I was so excited. I like couldn't stop working. But anyway, now here in this office with Eli, I am going to like not hold myself up. I realize that that's not practical. That's actually self-destructive, so don't do that. I think entrepreneurship sometimes, it's like people glorify the hustle and like working 24/7 and working all the time. It doesn't, like, that's not effective, you know? And so that's why I'm just really glad that taking it bird by bird and seeing it like, okay, what really needs to get done? Because it's just like, I always felt like, you know, I work every day, all day. So it's not like I'm not doing anything, but I felt like I wasn't making forward progress because everything is just like so massive. But anyway, so that's wrapping that up. Now, going off of Wework and the possibility of opportunity, collabs, all these other things, let's talk about a collab that me and Eli are doing.
Okay, well, we are actually gathering some of our members to create this collaborative network that will be supporting each other and helping each other grow by utilizing our current existing network. Mm-hmm. And we will be providing more information soon, but yeah, that's as much as information that I'm going to provide today.
Can I tell them, like...
Okay, well, yeah, sure, go ahead.
I want to tell you guys one thing about it.
Okay.
One thing, and there's a reason why. Okay, we are specifically focused on female entrepreneurs. And the reason why I'm so keen about that is because I'm almost willing to bet that all of you guys watching, minus Carissa, are all guys, okay? Most of my subscribers, 75% guys. Most of the entrepreneurs I've met, guys. Most of the people who've asked me for help, guys. Most of the kids that I mentor, Daniel, Steve, Christopher, guys. And I don't know why that is, okay? I ask myself, is it because it's me? And like, I don't know. I've always considered myself a tomboy, so I was like, maybe it's because like I just have more guy friends or always jive with guys. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like, especially now being here at Wework and having more of experience into the entrepreneurial world, there's definitely a lack of female entrepreneurs, like just hands down. So I'm just so excited that Eli's doing this. I definitely wanted to be a part of it. And like she said, more info.
Coming soon.
But yes, Carissa. Sid, would you be interested in nonprofits?
That will be coming soon.
Oh, yeah. Just remember. Yes.
You are too sharp.
Sid is my mentor.
Sharp. There you go.
You may have seen him around, but he'll come
awesome.
back soon.
We'll see you next time when you're here.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So, yeah. Do you have anything else? I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other questions? Let's see. Let's talk more about Wework. Why'd you join?
Okay, well, I was working from home, and I don't know a lot of people actually aware of this. Yeah, it's really hard because.
Did you have a full-time job before this?
I was always doing freelance. But after I got married, I mean, I was working full-time at home with all these responsibility, and then you might not notice it. I mean, like, after a while, when your workload gets to a certain level, doing laundries in between workload is kind of ridiculous. It takes your attention away, and I was looking for some kind of co-working space or an office space, and I already have gone through other WeWork offices, and they were great. They were awesome. Free beer.
Yeah, it's part of the membership.
Yeah. Thursday, or it could be named differently based on the location. Taco Tuesdays. I mean, like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And at that moment, there wasn't any Long Beach offices. There were few co-working spaces, but I just did not like the atmosphere. And when I heard that there will be a Long Beach office, which was like coming soon, and there was no way even like to contact anybody, like because there wasn't any site or information relating to it, so I had to like ask my friend to refer.
Oh, who worked at another WeWork?
Yeah, and then I got in touch with somebody, and then they say yes, Long Beach is coming. So I actually came here about not December, November, early November. Mm-hmm. And I signed up. Apparently, I was the first member who actually paid for it.
Oh my gosh! Look at that, Eli.
Yeah, so they actually did not even have the payment system set up for Long Beach, and I was the first member who actually paid for it. I used to have one-person office, and now we're sharing two-person office.
As of yesterday.
Yes.
Or actually, for me, as of this morning, I literally got my stuff today.
Well, as of yesterday, I have... Yeah, like I should have like teased her, like
like there's another desk, and I was like
sitting there, it's empty.
Yeah, so that's another thing I want to talk about is like, especially if you're gonna make the transition from full time to being an entrepreneur, working from home sucks. I will tell you right now. You might not think it does if you have a full time job, because obviously your days off, you know, you associate being home or just not being at work. And so you think like, oh, wow, it would be so awesome if I could work in my PJs all day and, you know, work on the couch and just work on the dining table or whatever. I had like number one, it's very lonely. It's lonely as heck. And it's just like, that's not good for your brain. It's just not good for your soul. It's just bad. Secondly, for me, I had the cleanest apartment ever when I was working from home, because I would clean because it made me feel productive. And it's like when I was washing dishes, it's something I could actually check off the list, but I wasn't actually doing any work. I just was like cleaning and like thinking but not getting stuff done. So it was just like really distracting. And yeah, so, and I can't tell you how many, I mean, every day, every hour, there's like a partnership, some kind of like mutually beneficial collaboration that happens in this space. Like ideas are created that would have never been created otherwise. So if you have not checked out a co-working space, we definitely would definitely recommend Wework. So check it out. I actually worked at a different co-working space, and there is a difference. So don't, like, if it's not a WeWork, I would just take a tour, go check out what the vibe is, because that is going to be like your new home. You know, you spend most of your waking hours at work. So definitely, you know, you're paying for the community. That's really what you're paying for, because you could do work at home. You could do work at Starbucks.
Yeah, and be brave. Ask for any promotions. Like, ask, hey, let me know if there's any promotion. Like, let me know if there's like a chance of me to go there for a week for free, or just ask for certain things. It's not... You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to be shy about it. This is where you are investing your time into it. You know, like when you actually become part of a community, it really doesn't matter if you're an actual office member or if you're just working in the common space.
Yep.
Because every single person has a different perspective, and as a person, you're investing into the community. So ask for it. Like, you know, let us know.
Yeah.
Like, put your email, like, and then get in touch with the manager, and then see what happens.
Exactly.
And if any of you guys end up coming to Long Beach and sign up for any kind of account, make sure to mention Heather. So, you know,
thank you.
So that she could, you know, it's a win-win situation.
Yes.
You know?
And also, what's cool about WeWork, this wasn't true at the other co-working space, but like when you win as a business here, WeWork wins. So they really like go out of your way to like, oh, you need a website done? Here are the other members that do website stuff, you know, or whatever. And like, or you meet people like Eli who just like knows everyone, and it's like, Eli, I need like, I don't know, I'm going to VidCon. Boom. She's like, you need to talk to this guy because he's all about conventions. And who knows what we can come up with together. You know, and that's stuff like I would have never even thought about that if I was just at home. Like, this just wouldn't have happened. So, anyway. Sid, which WeWork would you recommend? Long Beach or Manhattan Beach? I'm in the middle. Sam actually is splitting his time between Long Beach and Manhattan Beach.
Yes. Which one would I? Wow, Manhattan Beach. Like, I like it.
Oh, you've been?
Yeah, I have visited because somebody was bragging about it. I like it. Traffic wise, I'll say Long Beach is better. I'm just gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if you drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Check out the place. Truthfully saying, if you're going to invest your time into anything, you should really do it. And then you make a decision afterwards. If you actually think about it, or you're trying to just make a decision with more information, that's great. But at the end of it, it's going there and actually experiencing it one day is way better than asking a million questions.
I love Long Beach, obviously, that's why I'm here. But I think since Sid, I know you and you're in the middle, I would definitely go check out the Manhattan Beach one, mostly because it's newer. And so I think to me that was a huge advantage. I mean, I think Eli could say it's like you kind of help establish the culture, and like you meet people as they come in and they kind of like look towards you. And I don't know, I think it's just it was really cool. It's something I pride myself in, is that, I was like one of the OG, like original members. So because it's still new, go check it out. It might be empty, but I mean, we're filling up quick, and I'm almost positive Manhattan Beach would fill up faster than we are.
Truthfully saying that it was filling up already. They
had
like hundreds of people come in.
Holy.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's because location, it's like right by the 405.
Also, don't get tricked, because once you get in there and then you look around and you think, those are all the people there. No, there's people who are coming in the middle of the day, nighttime, only on weekends, but they have an office here. I mean, you really don't know how many people are here until you really go through several weeks, like just spending it just to look at people. Yeah, I mean,
that's the thing. Yeah, because everyone sets their own schedule most of the time. So it's like, sometimes like I don't come in on Mondays and Tuesdays, but I'll be here Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So yeah, so a lot of you guys, if you're watching this video specifically because of Wework, when I made the Wework vlog that brought a lot of you guys here, it was a Saturday morning back in January. So some of you guys were commenting like, hey, it's empty. That's because it was Saturday morning. That's like guaranteed no one's pretty much going to be here, especially back in January. So
Not anymore.
Like there's always someone here. Always. Seriously. So we're a lot more full, but we still have space. So if you want to check out the Long Beach one, definitely come. Say hi.
I know. Just say hi.
Let's see. What's happening? What are we talking about? Radical bearded bicyclists. You've missed a lot. We're talking about Wework, which is a co-working space for entrepreneurs, startups, and businesses. But okay, let's see. What else? Talk about a little bit what you do.
Well, what I do?
Yeah.
So I'm a UX/UI designer. I help people make their product. And I manage their products.
Okay, give me...
I know that's a really simple thing to say, but...
Yeah. So, say someone doesn't know what UX UI stands for. What example would you give?
All right. Simply said, UX design involves apps, web apps, software, where your door handles are located, where your send buttons located. You can even say when you go to a market, how their registers are placed. You could say where the CD players are located in your car. It's basically what user-based design is used for.
So how do you do research first?
Yes, it starts with the user-based research. I actually focus on the qualitative part. There's two types of research: qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative, as you can imagine, is numbers. Qualitative, it's literally based on human behavior and human interaction, or interviews or surveys.
So give me an example with a website. What is the UX UI of a web? First of all, what does UX UI stand for?
Okay, UX stands for user experience. UI stands for user interface.
What's the difference?
Interface is the pretty buttons you see.
Got it.
Yeah, user experience design is the layout, the grid, the position.
Got it. Okay.
And number of pages, information architect. Yeah, things like that. The fun stuff. Yes.
Okay. So, what is the difference between if we're talking specifically websites, what would be the difference between what you do and a website developer?
Website developer could actually wear multiple hats. So
Yes.
let's say I'm a web dev and I got a job and they say, can you kind of design something for me? Yeah, of course. But they won't be using the same principle as a UX designer where
You're
going to be
optimizing
for the research that we have on that market. So it's really different when you're dealing with kids versus somebody with disability or somebody who's elderly. Like the font sizes would be different, the colors would be different, the functionality would be different overall. So, I mean, it really depends on what your business needs.
Okay. Could you give any tips in terms of like a general UX UI for a newbie entrepreneur? I know this is so weird. But just someone, I just want to see like if there's like any general like best practice tips
for UX UI,
yeah,
using UX and UI design for their own businesses.
Yeah, like something that could kind of apply to any industry. Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, best thing you can do is, of course, the research. But what I'm trying to say as a research is talking to your customers.
There you go.
You have to talk to your customers. You cannot make a decision based on your knowledge because you might think that it's really amazing.
Your idea is the best. No one's ever thought about it. Da-da-da.
And then you're not actually asking them about it like, oh, should I do this or that? But you should ask about what they want. In general, like, what makes you come to my store? What makes you want to actually be here? Like, what happened that brought you to my bakery?
Right.
What happened that you actually ended up in my car wash? Even if it's like a small business or a large business, you really have to focus on your marketing, market user base.
Yeah.
That's the only way to actually really build any kind of system or any UX design that actually works.
Yes. And going off what Eli just said, that's why the positive comments that I get on YouTube actually are the ones that really stick with me and like keep me up at night. It's not the negative comments, because the negative comments, like someone making a negative comment should not subscribe to my channel anyway. Like they're not who I'm trying to target. You're not gonna convince the unconvincible. And the chances are, if someone's making a negative comment, that's probably the first video that they've watched of mine. So they don't know my story. They don't know the whole thing. So those I don't care about. They just annoy me. It's the positive comments, because that is my research. That is my feedback from my customers and clients, which is you guys, the viewers. So when you tell me like, oh my gosh, could you do more videos like this? That's where I'm like, crap, I gotta do more videos like that. Like bust out the notebook and whatever. So I'm lucky because I have a form right underneath each video called the comment section that is used often, where you guys give me feedback. And so for me, I feel like my business is optimized to have the UX UI, but most other businesses don't have that. So try to get that, especially even before you start a business. Like try to find so Eli says talk to your customers, get feedback from them, ask your customers what they want, but first you need to know who your customer is if you haven't even started your business. So I know a lot of you guys, even me, it's like, who are you trying to target? Everyone under the sun.
And then if you're actually worried about what people are going to say, start little. Like, so I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he had this app idea. And he said, I don't know where to start. So I did tell him, like, do some market research. Of course, he's capable of doing it, but he just needed a little bit more direction. So what I ended up telling him is, just create some sort of like statement. This, like, would you use something like this? And follow-up question.
Like a survey.
Yeah, like an open-ended questions though. Not a definite answers that you can actually like.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Nah.
Multiple choice, yeah.
Multiple choice, nah. It's open-ended questions where they can talk about their dreams and hopes. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's when you get the best ideas.
Yes.
When the users are actually telling you like, well, I started taking the bus because this happened, that happened, but when I started taking the bus, I noticed this and that and that. And even though they might not actually have a problem, they notice something. If you are a cyclist, you might know there's a problem, but as a person who's observing certain things, they might actually notice something way more than different. The cyclists themselves. So it's like you get all these like inputs that you are not expecting. Now, to do that, you have to be brave enough to actually ask questions to potential clients. That's hard.
Yes.
So what do? You call your brother and sister. Yes, you call your brother and sister. You don't have a brother and sister, that's fine. Cousin, nephew, grandma, dad, mom, aunt, like just call somebody up. Yeah. Just ask them random questions. You don't even have to tell them that you're doing a research on a product.
Yeah,
just ask them a whole bunch of questions. It could be at a family barbecue, or you just like, I don't know, you just walk into your sister kissing a guy and start asking questions. Like, just
by the way, what do you think of the bike lanes?
Hey. And then if you actually get like some feedback and you think about it, rephrase some of the questions, and then you start going to your friends. And you get more confidence, and then you actually go for
random
that
strangers.
You're not really that close to, but you sort of kind of casually call them friends. You can start actually asking those people, and then when you're brave enough, you can finally actually go out there and say, hey, do you know anybody who works or uses or do something that's close to this product that I'm trying to make? And when you actually find somebody like that, make your time worth. Like make sure that you have the right questions to ask them. Make sure they're all open-ended. Make sure to record it. Ask them if you can record it so you can listen to it again. And do it several times, and you're gonna find so much information.
So much info, you're gonna be like mind blown. It's gonna be like
a lot of people. Yeah.
Your MVP, your original product, your idea, your service, or whatever is probably gonna morph multiple times. It'll evolve based on all the feedback that you get, which is great. That's what you want it to do. It's because you want to sell something that people actually want.
You want to do that as much as you can before you even prototype.
Start.
Yeah, like actual coding starts. You want to do that with the paper, pen, pencil, get your craft on. If you don't want to, be very descriptive, start drawing little hand drawings. I mean, really, nobody's judging you. Nobody's really judging you. If they judge you, ignore them.
Because the one person isn't going to stop you from anything. So, okay, there's a lot of comments here. Let's see. What's happening? I got that one. Can you send me Eli's contact info? Sid, yes, I will. Radical bearded bicyclist. Let's say I have a taco truck and I want to make an app for it. Can you make me an app for my taco truck?
Why would you need an app for your taco truck? That's where you should start. Why do I need it? Why do I need the app for?
What is the app going to do? Mm-hmm. How does it benefit your customer?
And was the question like, oh, I'm going to make an app for taco trucks. Awesome. But why did you end up thinking about that?
Yeah. What gave you that idea?
Yeah. It could have been like, oh, my client's going to find me.
Okay.
And what kind of app is it? Does it really have to be like a Yelp? Or is it something like more like a geolocation stuff that it's going to be simplified? Because there's a cost involved. So you're at a point where you can really go in and then start asking a lot of questions to yourself and your coworkers. And I can't.
Customers faster orders, order things before they get there or something.
Well, that's one way of seeing it. That's actually interesting. And how did you actually come up with that? That's my question. Like, why did it, like, did somebody say, like, oh, I didn't want to wait in the line?
Yeah, because I'm trying to, like, every taco truck I've been to hasn't been that long of a wait. So there must be a reason why you're
is that the time of production actually the problem? And why is the production actually taking that long? Maybe that might try to rephrase the questions. App might not be the answer that you want. There's a really big cost that's related to app development. And before you actually go into that, you want to make sure that all the fats are cut off of all the other areas of your business.
Yeah, like that should be, try to go with every other avenue first.
Yeah, so let's say like the question, where is a good taco truck in the
way as long?
I don't know. Yeah, but
I think your question got cut off.
Yeah, I think your question got cut off. But I do understand why you want to make one, but trying to rephrase it several times before you actually arriving at the decision of making an app.
Well, that and how do you generate money off of that?
Yeah,
that's hard.
If you're creating an app just for service purposes, there's a lot of other ways to get around it. You really don't need an app for just ordering early. I mean,
do you work with apps?
I design apps, and we do have some partners, developers that actually work on the apps. I do the designs and researches. they do the development.
That's crazy.
But I'll be learning JavaScript soon, so I don't know.
Is
We'll see.
JavaScript for apps?
Yes. I am very, very ambitious.
It doesn't seem that ambitious to me. I feel like you can do anything.
Yeah, well, I want to believe so.
All right, guys. So 7:00. We're gonna end it here. Eli, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
You will see her because obviously we are gonna be.
I'll be walking in the back.
We're working in the same office, so you'll see her a lot. But anyway, if you want to check out Eli, she has her Instagram, Eli Y Park. It is in the description below underneath this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Again, go check out a Wework if in your city. If you are interested, definitely go take a tour. Tell them you found out because of this video, HeatherJustCreate. And with that said, oh wait, Radical Bearded Cyclist. Sorry, I'm at Dyslexic Mexican. It needs to use voice spelling for me to communicate. No, that's fine. We'll stick around until you ask your question. We're gonna give it like 30 seconds though. So yeah, just because sun's setting. So here we go. In the meantime, what else can I ask you? What's your like motto? I know that's so hard because I have so many. Like, what's your like go-to phrase?
By skill and valor.
By skill and valor. Who is that?
It's a code, Latin code. Arte et Marte.
I feel like I've heard it before.
It's actually in my logo. Yeah.
Oh,
that's why. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Everyone here knows just create more. That's mine. I'm gonna get a tattoo of it.
Just create more. Yeah. I actually want to get a tattoo.
Oh, we should go together.
I know. Maybe we should. Maybe we should actually record it while we're actually.
Well, I'm trying to find a tattoo artist who's willing to vlog.
Ooh.
Because I want to ask, like, how did you get into, the whole thing? I want to do the whole thing.
The Long Beach has a lot of tattoo artists.
A culture here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big. Shout out to Jermaine.
Yay! I think he, Mr. Radical just wanted to hang out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut it. But anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Catch you guys later. Bye.